So if I could have Megan just sort of come up. So Megan is our Director of Disability Support Services and our ADA Compliance Officer. She started with Clark in January of this year. And, she continues just a long legacy of really dedicated service to making our campus accessible to all of our students who come to Clark and need accommodations. She's already bringing innovative changes to the department. She's been very involved and engaging with the college community. For spring quarter, we have 406 students registered who have identified as having a disability, and it's a large population in Clark. It's an important program. Megan's doing a great job of leading the department and only having been here for a short time. And she's going to introduce our student speaker tonight, who is a student from Her Services.
Yeah. You're welcome. All right, so it's really exciting that you guys bring student voice to this. It was hard to pick one student, and then when we thought about it, we thought about Derek Shimke. He's a student who has been at Clark and took a break and came back to Clark and is using our services. He is very motivated to be here, and he also got to speak to a bunch of high school students last month at the Insight panel, and got to share his experience as a student with disability and why he chose Clark. So I think that he's going to be a great person to learn his experience. So Derek, would you come on up?
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow, it's different from this angle.
But as you've seen, we kind of, it's a little more casual than maybe.
You set a nice relaxing tone, so I appreciate that a lot. Obviously I'm a little nervous, so bear with me, but one thing that I just kind of went over in my head, 406 students in need for spring quarter. That's a lot of students. So if you take each one of those students and really optimize their potential and what they can offer Clark or the community from Clark as a representative of Clark, things like that as an alumni once they get there, that's 406 times an exponential rate. So that's pretty cool that we can accommodate that and be able to do it. How I came to work with the services, since I attended Clark many years ago, didn't do well, just didn't have good role models. I wasn't involved in the programs as much as I should have been. I'm sure it was all set up to be successful, but really looking at it now and being an older student coming back and kind of embracing what we do on a day-to-day basis with our students that are coming in and the changes and diversities and things of that nature, I think we do a really good job. So hats off to all of you that make that happen. I was going to greet you with a little "Cómo estamos?" being an entry of Spanish, but that was a little bit rough to try to get that in there, but I do think that it matters, and I'll tell you why. So first things that I looked at was I was asked to give us a story of success. So over the course of days, I've thought of success and what it means to me and what it means to others and just the word itself. So basically what I came up with was under Webster's definition, which is a well-respected definition. It's the accomplishment or aim of purpose. It's mostly defined by wealth, respect, and fame. And that's pretty much straight out of the dictionary. But there's other things that kind of play into that I think have changed, and Clark is starting to, well, they're not even starting, just really nurturing the way that we're going to do it. And the way that we're going to make success happen, I feel, is the same way that I've experienced success at Clark. And that's through adding another aspect of the definition. And the definition that I feel, that the other part, the metric that I feel needs to be added, isn't just money and power, as much as it's a four-pillar system that consists of well-being, wisdom, wonder, and giving. So with those introduced, John Wooden is a all-time winning basketball coach. We all love our basketball team here. But he is stated as saying that, it's a matter of satisfaction, is what John Wooden says. If you're satisfied with what you've done, you've achieved success. A couple of other ones, Winston Churchill, being relentless. Relentless is definitely the key for a student. You have to just keep on chasing it, which can be fun or sometimes challenging. Thomas Edison, it's a grind. One of the big words that we're using at Clark is grit, and especially for new students as they're coming up out of schools and joining us, is grit. So I think Thomas Edison had a good point there. And I don't know if I say his last name right, but it's Stephen Covey. Seven successful things that people do. His was also a good one as well. So, there's lots of people out there that define success much differently than power and money. So I'm just going to go through those real quick and tell you what they mean, kind of more of a breakdown. Well-being, the Department of Disability Services, just well-being, man. Every time you go in there, just a smile. 9 times out of 10, I personally am a mess when I go in there and try to maintain what I'm doing and keep up with the pace. And I see lots of other people, and they're always willing to just slow down a minute, help me out, get me straightened out. So I think that well-being through less anxiety, knowledge of knowing that you're not the only one, is a great thing that comes out of the department. It's very supportive. It's a department that, like I said, I was not doing well in math, and a teacher, Christine Barker, actually one of my mentors, just said, hey, take advantage of services and just, do everything you can to just root yourself in everything that you can here. So that was one of the things I did, is I just started talking to people, and I was able to get the accommodations, and they pretty much have changed my academic career. I don't get as nervous. Obviously, you can tell I'm nervous now. But, it's that 5 seconds to just kind of relax and take it a second. And so hats off to those 402 people that will be served in spring quarter, and all the people that are helping them. Wonder, these are the 4 pillars. Wonder is more teachers providing the materials, and, when people pushing you through the department and through multiple other departments of, you can do it, I wonder how far you can go. I wonder what, you think you're gonna get this, but I wonder what can happen if you do this. So I really like that wondering part. The wisdom is coming from multiple angles. I mean, anybody that you run into on this campus can offer wisdom in some degree. So I feel just being open to that is huge. You're gonna gain wisdom. That's where the Spanish part came in at. I never knew. I took Spanish as part of my degree, and it just kind of opened me up to like, wow, culture is so different, than what I had given respect to. So, so you have foreign culture, diversity, math with quadratics, just so much stuff that builds into success more than money and power. And then the giving portion, that's kind of a weird one, is you guys are giving your evening to be able to get together and help all of us students be better. So you guys especially, thank you for watching out for us. But I think through generations of education, exponentially giving to each other and growing, that's going to be how we're going to find success. So my success story is more coming back as a student, being able to be welcomed with open arms. I've done a lot to maintain being here, and I've never met anybody who's ever not been awesome in just being able to say, hey, you can do this. So, so success to me is, I feel more that I'm being prepped for success. And then when I thought about that portion of it, I thought, well, shoot, that sounds like success. I mean, if you're well prepared, you should be successful, instead of just last minute, putting it together. So, so I don't know if I'm successful, but I know with you guys' help and with other students' help and kind of bonding together that I do have success. And so a big portion of that is through the Disability Services Office. Can't say enough good things about just utilizing services in general. No matter what it is here, every one of them is great. So that's more or less my success story. I look forward to being able to take my full successes into the community and represent you guys. But for right now, that's where I find success, is through sharing the wisdom and just everything that we get to share. So that's my big push to you guys is keep inspiring students, keep pushing. Your your 4 pillars are what give us success. So without you guys, we don't really have success other than what we come up with. So we appreciate every bit of you guys. I didn't run away.
No, you don't get to. That was a really good job.
Thank you.
What do you plan on doing? What do you dream of doing with your education?
Oh, that's a great one. This is where I get emotional, so I didn't say much about it.
That's okay.
But I actually am working, I found a calling to elementary education, just because of how much of how much I didn't know about success, and how much it is pushed by prepping yourself and being ready for that big moment that comes up. So my degree is in elementary education. That's a corner that I've just turned. I started with mathematics engineering, but I find more inspiration through, I want to give back like the department has to me in giving back to others, and just, helping those guys, the women, females, males, whatever, that, just need that extra little bit of, I was there once. So that's where I'm headed, is down a path of early education, and maybe help prep them to be fellow penguins later.
I don't think it's maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly you speak with a lot of passion.
Thank you.
You have a vision, and that's really powerful.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of right time and the right place from people, and I do feel it's my right time and my right place. So, but again, I can't do it without everybody on this campus. There's not one person that hasn't helped me get here. Funny you mentioned that. There's a saying: if you see a turtle on a fence post, you know it had a little help getting there. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm that turtle on a fence post right now. So, but successfully, I'm getting a tan as being a turtle. So,
You have great metaphors.
yeah, I try to stay away from the metaphors. Some people don't follow them, but I appreciate that question.
Thank you for coming back, number one. That sometimes is a hard step if you feel that it was difficult before. So thank you for coming back. And I'm an old girl, so I can say this. You have success. It is, and the fact that you're continuing to look for it and advance yourself, that is success. And you are giving. You have given to all of us that heard you tonight. So thank you very much.
I appreciate it. It's that's kind of the way I looked at it too. It doesn't seem like success, but it is. It definitely is. I just went out and did some things in the community lately, and it's nice to have an educated background and be able to just even use logic in all the different aspects of no matter what the logic is through. It's nice to be able to have that education. So Clark welcoming me back is a huge thing. I definitely, as an older student as well, I respect the fact that...
You're not that old.
Well, yeah, but Clark's in a budget, we have a budget to maintain, and watching you guys do your business is very impressive. But they took a gamble on me, so, and that's pretty powerful. So I want to be able to give that back too. So I think the successes are equal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your good work and if you had been not nervous, if you had been a slick guy coming up here, it would,
Yeah, I don't pull that off well.
Good. That slick guys or girls, you are just right.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So are you. I was nervous and just walking up into here and stuff. Everybody was very welcoming. So I appreciate you guys as well.
You and I met earlier.
Yes, we did.
You're already a success.
Yeah.
You're standing here. The fact that you're standing here talking to us, you're a success. So, and just in our 30-second conversation, I knew that you were a guy that was going someplace because you had a mission.
I liked watching, some of my mentors and stuff come through when you guys just talk about, you mentioned teachers I've had or, things like that. It's kind of fun because I get to, without those guys, I can't really do it.
Yep.
So, but I appreciate that. Hopefully that was my message was, success comes from all of us, and that it's not just one thing, it's a matter of multiple things. As long as you're giving back, I think that's good.
My Vermont grandfather told me one time, he said, Royce, you know, it's easy to watch somebody and say, oh, that's really neat, that's good, I want to do that. He said, no. He said, watch what they do wrong and commit to yourself that you will never do that.
Right?
So good luck to you.
Thank you. I appreciate being back. I appreciate it very much.
Good job.
Awesome. Thank you.